Now in the second row inside.
Got a smoker down in turn one, guys.
Car spins and gets collected down off the banking between turns 1 and 2. Regan Smith is in it. Brad Keselowski and Keselowski's teammate, the 77 Sam Hornish, are all involved.
And smoke.
Right behind the yellow car is the number 12 of Keselowski. And you see him just get a little loose right there. He gets up into the wall, collects Smith and Hornish.
I believe that 12 car had something happen to it, like it may have lost a right rear tire or something. There's really no reason for it to step out like that.
So Roger Penske had 3 cars in this race, and that gets 2 of them, the 12 and the 77. There you see Gordon just squeaking by in that 24.
Remember, Carl Edwards is one of those who had to start this race at the back of the pack due to changes.
Right here, in front of you. A lot of smoke. Slow it down. Slow it down.
And he goes to the apron to ride through this off the 31-degree banking.
There's one thing about a car here. It's going to go up the hill, it's going to go down the hill, and it just might go back up the hill. So you got to miss it twice if you try to go low.
Keselowski and Hornish have taken their cars to the garage. Some of the others have come to pit road for repair. Like Max.
The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Moving forward.
Caution is out at Daytona International Speedway.
Turn 4 down here. It's the Joe Nemechek car.
And Joe has had a pretty hard hit.
Right. What was that all about?
Sounds like he's not happy.
Good question. The unsponsored Toyota of Nemechek. Well, I say unsponsored. He picked up England Stoves there yesterday.
Yeah, they heard Joe's
car.
story, and they really liked Joe, and they decided to jump on his car for the race today.
Let's see what happened to the 87. Oh, boy.
Is it?
I mean, Hornish, the 77, did not get against him. He just got loose. Hornish just went back out on the racetrack a few laps ago after being in the garage.
I've seen that a little bit down here. If your car's loose and somebody kind of gets under that left rear quarter panel, it seems like it'll almost just blow you around. I think it's that big shark fin, possibly.
Well, and you know, Darrell, at the speeds these guys are running, if you're a little bit loose,
yeah,
doesn't take much.
he might have even looked in the mirror to see where he was, and you know, like got behind there for a second. You just don't know.
We're under caution. Look up here, coming in at the top of the screen, and Mike Bliss goes around
all by himself. Don't know if he had a tire problem or what, but the thing just spun out.
And just remember, he was involved in that first caution earlier back on lap 8.
And remember, did the same thing in practice, just spun out.
Third caution flag in this year's Daytona 500 on Fox. Window World Foundation car of John Andretti just coming into view, and you can see the smoke where he cut down a tire and pounded the wall.
Boy, Larry, all of a sudden, you know, the 48 had looked like a tire issue. The John Andretti did. Those are long runs we've had here, and looks like we might be wearing those tires out a little bit.
Of course, if they're a little bit tight and pushing, they'll wear that right front tire out.
A lot of activity under this, the fourth caution flag of the day.
Before long.
Nobody breaks away very far or very long.
The first 5 cars in your tracks.
I think you're looking at the 5 guys right there in the front right now. Somebody's going to have to jump out of line, go to the outside to make something happen. Otherwise, you're stuck.
7 laps to go. A fellow who knows how to do that is right there. Kevin Harvick. Lap made his move.
Trying to root Kurt Busch up off the bottom.
Wreck. Big wreck.
3 cars around in the middle of the back straightaway. Ryan Newman is in it. Through the grass goes the 37, excuse me, Travis Kvapil. Newman's car destroyed.
I think they just get a little bit wadded up back in there. It was a hard lick.
That was a hard lick
for the 39 car.
Somebody turned
Elliott Sadler got loose.
Yeah, he got loose, and here they all come and just piled in.
The 19 of Elliott Sadler.
Look at that 39 car. Those splitters, they're like snow plows.
Wow, Bill Elliott just missed Quapple.
What a mess.
Top of your screen.
Yeah, you see Sadler, he just gets loose as Newman's going by, and he clips Newman in the right rear and just turns him straight into the fence.
I know Ryan Newman won this race a couple of years ago, and we're getting a report Newman's out of his car. Everybody's out of their cars. But I'm telling you, other than that win in the Daytona 500, restrictor plate racing has been hard on Ryan Newman.
Not good to him. I still have visions of him flipping over down the front straightaway here a couple, 3 years ago.
Teammate. But
Boy,
here comes that inside line.
Boy, that was a team player right there. To jump out there and help Harvick like that.
He's going to have about one more chance.
And you
as
see
Greg Biffle takes the lead, and Bill Elliott gets piled up in turn number 4 with, I believe, Joey Logano.
Caution's out.
The caution's out. The leader has not taken the white flag, so we will go into overtime.
Just a lot of cars back in here, a whole gaggle of them. Bill looks like he just took, almost like Bill had a flat tire. He just washed up the hill right into Logano, and here comes Boris Said, who's been kind of riding around at the back, staying out of trouble all day. Till the last lap.
But definitely Elliott's car, the 21, just looked like four-wheel drift almost.
It looks like maybe he got, see how it takes off back there? It looks like he's got a tire down to me.
So the 1985 and 87 Daytona 500 winner in the 21, Bill Elliott.
Joey Logano's just a victim of being in the wrong place. Oh yeah, I thought I could see the right front a little soft on Bill's car. I'm not sure.
And I think Joey could see it happening because you could hear him starting to get out of the throttle, but too little too late.
Here's the reaction from Greg Biffle's pit.
No, I think that's the only thing Biffle's got to worry about is the teammates.
Biffle's last win, September 2008, Dover, Delaware. Pace car is in, green flag, green-white checker. Here we go.
Oh boy, that 56 got a great restart.
And he's got Harvick pushing him when he took the green flag.
He's got Harv all up behind him.
Harvick trying for the bottom. Made it!
He tried to put the block on him, but Harvick was there.
That's what he wanted.
Wham, bam, and here we go.
Here we go, boys.
That's why Harvick had to get to the bottom. His car is junk on the top.
Look at McMurray in that one, jumped to the bottom.
Oh, I got another wreck. Dadgum.
Kasey Kahne.
Caution is out. So we'll try it again.
Kasey Kahne in the 9, Robert Richardson in the 38.
Now I want to know who the visionary was that said we better try this 3 times, because once ain't going to be enough.
But yeah, the door was open just wide enough for that one car to jump back in.
Middle of your screen, the 9 of Kasey Kahne.
Boy, Jeff Gordon, well, that's it just got bottlenecked in there. Jeff gave Kasey Kahne a little, in the 9 car, a little bump, shot him into Mark Martin in the 5, and then they rebounded from there.
Now, because of this overdrive, this green-white checker, another attempt, we're being told that Martin Truex Jr. is being told to save fuel.
Okay. I'm sitting up here in the front of the field. What do you want me to do?
Under caution.
What do you want me to do?
Darrell, the way that accordioned, Mark Martin in the 5 got hard on the brakes. When Kasey Kahne hit him, it squirreled him up. And then Jeff Gordon got in the back.
Here's what happened, Mike. Jeff Gordon bumped the 9 in the middle of the corner there, shot him up to Mark Martin, and when he uncoiled off of Mark, he got hit. You'll see Jeff Gordon, I believe, come up here, bump the 9, shoot him into the 5. Boom, right there. That shoots him into Mark, and when it did, it just got him out of control.
Because when he came off Mark Martin, the second contact from Gordon, Kahne wasn't pointing straight anymore.
No.
Agree.
But that was right down in the middle of the corner when he did that.
Oh yeah, not a good place to be bump drafting, I might say.
From Martin Truex, Harvick makes the move. Truex tried to come down and block, couldn't do it.
Nope. And you see how squirrely everybody is here because of all that. You know, I think it was Jeff Gordon that gave, who was it, a shot at the last lap of the Budweiser
shootout.
Greg Biffle.
And I've got to say this. back at Talladega, Jeff Gordon was the one that went to NASCAR and said, you've got to stop the bump drafting.
In the corners particularly.
I know we're coming down to the checkered flag for the Daytona 500, but he's the very one that did that.
But in this case, Jeff Gordon never would have gotten the back of the Casey Kane if the whole field hadn't stacked up in front of Casey.
Good chance, but Darrell's right. You know, we saw him do it in the Budweiser shootout. We just saw it again.
Biffle ahead.
Truex trying to get up there and help McMurray, but Boyer's right there behind Biffle in the 16. There goes Boyer to the outside.
Look at Junior. Come on, Junior. Come on.
Can they make it to the flag?
Nah, no way. They'll never get through this third turn.
Junior got squirreled up right there.
No, it's just perfect. He's flying through there.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. unbelievably has caught Jamie McMurray as they come to turn 4.
He'll have to go to the high side, though. McMurray will guard that line.
Crash at the back, never mind. Green flag still out. Checkered flag in the air. The 52nd Daytona 500 to Jamie McMurray.
Yes! Little Jamie, baby!
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yes, sir. Billy Bass.
How about that? Jamie McMurray, Teresa Earnhardt, Chip Ganassi, Felix Sabates winning the Daytona 500.
And don't forget Bono.
Oh, my God!
The cars that crashed.
That was so awesome.
The cars that crashed at the back were Robbie Gordon, I believe, and Jeff Gordon.
To the finish line. Here's where they got bottled up about halfway down the back straightaway.
I really thought that Kevin Harvick would watch and see which line was coming and the outside was, and he would drive up there and block it.
They were trying their best. Yeah, and this is Jeff Gordon, Robbie Gordon involved.
2-car, got into the wall.
Bobby Labonte.
But you know what? This was at the back of the pack. Attaboy to NASCAR for letting them race back.
Yeah, man.
The Daytona 500.
He's saying his prayers right there, boys.
And we'll be back to Daytona after this.